Los Angeles Hall of Fame broadcaster Vin Scully, whose dulcet tones provided the soundtrack of summer while entertaining and informing Dodgers fans in Brooklyn and Los Angeles for 67 years, died Tuesday night. He was 94. Scully died at his home in the Hidden Hills neighborhood of Los Angeles, the team announced after being informed by family members. You gave me my wild horse name. You gave me love. You hugged me like a father, tweeted Puig, the talented Cuban-born outfielder who burned brightly upon his Dodgers debut in 2013. Ever gracious both in person and on the air, Scully considered himself merely a conduit between the game and the fans. He was in our living rooms for many generations. He lived a fantastic life, a legacy that will live on forever. Although he was paid by the Dodgers, Scully was unafraid to criticize a bad play or a manager's decision, or praise an opponent, while spinning stories against a backdrop of routine plays and noteworthy achievements. "We have lost an icon," team president and CEO Stan Kasten said. Vincent Edward Scully was born November 29, 1927, in the Bronx. He was the son of a silk salesman who died of pneumonia when Scully was 7. His mother moved the family to Brooklyn, where the red-haired, blue-eyed Scully grew up playing stickball in the streets. As a child, Scully would grab a pillow, put it under the family's four-legged radio, and lay his head directly under the speaker to hear whatever college football game was on the air. He thought he'd like to call the action himself. Scully, who played outfield for 2 years on the Fordham University baseball team, began his career by working baseball, football, and basketball games for the university's radio station. He soon joined Hall of Famer Red Barber and Connie Desmond in the Brooklyn Dodgers radio and television booths. In 1953, at age 25, Scully became the youngest person to broadcast a World Series game, a mark that still stands. He moved west with the Dodgers in 1958. Scully called 3 perfect games: Don Larson in the 1956 World Series, Sandy Koufax in 1965 and Dennis Martinez in 1991, and 18 no-hitters. A black man is getting a standing ovation in the Deep South for breaking a record of an all-time baseball idol, Scully told listeners. They were 70 or so odd rows away from the action, he said in 2016. Fans held radios to their ears, and those not present listened from home or the car, allowing Scully to connect generations of families with his words. After Koufax's perfect game in 1965, Scully went silent for 38 seconds before talking again. He was similarly silent for a time after Kirk Gibson's pinch-hit home run to win Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1982, received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame that year, and had the stadium's press box named for him in 2001. God has been so good to me to allow me to do what I'm doing, Scully, a devout Catholic who attended Mass on Sundays before heading to the ballpark, said before retiring. A childhood dream that came to pass, and then giving me 67 years to enjoy every minute of it. That's a pretty large Thanksgiving day for me. In addition to being the voice of the Dodgers, Scully called play-by-play for NFL games and PGA Tour events, as well as calling 25 World Series and 12 All-Star games. He was NBC's lead baseball announcer from 1983-89. While being one of the most widely heard broadcasters in the nation, Scully was an intensely private man. Once the baseball season ended, he would disappear. He rarely did personal appearances or sports talk shows. She had 2 young children from a previous marriage, and they combined their families into what Scully once called "my own Brady Bunch." Whenever he felt like he needed a smoke, he pulled out the photo to remind him why he quit. 8 months later, Scully never smoked again. After retiring in 2016, Scully made just a handful of appearances at Dodger Stadium, and his sweet voice was heard narrating an occasional video played during games. Mostly, he was content to stay close to home. "I just want to be remembered as a good man, an honest man, and one who lived up to his own beliefs," he said in 2016. She died of complications of ALS at age 76 in 2021. The couple, who were married 47 years, had daughter Catherine together. More APMLB, https://appnews.com/hub/MLB and https://Twitter